What is going on, all of our fans from here to Germany? You know who you are. Thanks for listening and tuning in, guys.
Off the rip.
Here it is. As always, we like to start it out with the business end of things. We're just gonna get it out of the way. Shout out to the sponsor, the one, the only, the Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York. Be sure to always check out that Discord server. Really pushing that. Big news. Big freaking news coming from the collaboration of us two for local Syracuse people. Semi-limited podcast will be hosting a 3v3 tournament at Unplugged Gaming. That's going to be Saturday, May 20th. The entry fee is going to be $60 per team, so that's going to break down to $20 a person. This entry will get you 3 OTS packs, guys. That's 3, so that's a brilliant chance to pull
per person. Per person.
Ooh,
not
that's
as a
even more
team.
saucy.
Not as a team, per person. Yep.
Hey, so pay for a scrub and just claim their OTS packs. There you go.
There you go. $20 for 3 OTS.
You can't beat that. First place will be getting a case of the next upcoming core set, Cyberstorm Access.
Wah, 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 wah.
Look forward to that. That's going to be pretty
absolutely.
fun.
I think second place and third place and fourth place, depending on the amount of attendees, will also be getting a portions of a case. If there's not enough attendance, it'll just be store credit in the same value. So you're still going to get the same value either way, but if there's way more people who show up, a second case goes into the prize pool. And if not, then there's just prize support for the second, third, and fourth place.
Yep, make Unplugged great again. That's all we're asking.
Make them great again. And go check out their Discord server in the description down below.
The boys down at Semi-Limited sent you. Moving on to a key topic I'd like to talk about tonight. This is maybe the theme of the episode. Just wanted to brush up on all these new cards that they've been just dumping on our face for the last, week here. So we're filming. We're filming on the 13th here, so hopefully your boy Go Lone Wolf will get this done to make this more meta relevant. But as of right now, we got a few cards. X and I disagree on a certain card and its potential in the future here. We'll maybe crack into that. We maybe won't.
Maybe when Tier comes back.
I'm just, you know what?
You can bring out a Kitkalos.
We'll get right the fuck into this card, huh? How about that? we'll get right into it. A little fan favorite card on there. You might recognize him as the Flame Swordsman. And then you have the infamous fusion.
The Flame Swordsman!
Yeah, so Flame Swordsman in the Dark Magician fusion. It's actually a pretty sick art if you're an OG fanboy of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. I think it's a sweet card. It's not a good card right now. I will get that out of the way and say
it's not a good card.
It's not a good card right now.
It's not a good card, period.
If Kit Close was legal, what would this card be to you?
Nothing. All it means is just you're getting out an extension so that when Kit Close goes to the graveyard, you get to mill 5. That's it. Because it comes out negated and it can't attack until the end of the next turn, which means absolutely nothing. Unless you do something when you're sent to the graveyard, like Kit Close. There's no other monster that's going to be able to take the place of that and utilize this card. Sorry.
We're in the 25th anniversary year, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of fusion cards out there. It's a huge thing of the game. We're just going to get more cards. You're saying that, let's say 5 years from now, this card's going
to... All of the fusion cards from the past are all shit. If you look at those vanilla fusions from like fucking 1998, 1999, early 2000s, they're all trash. They're all things like Flame Manipulator and Masaki the Legendary Swordsman.
See, you're telling
like, bro, they're so fucking trash, dog. No, but you look, the spell card says you have to bring out an extra deck monster that's listed on that material, on that already extra deck monster. You know how many fusions require an extra deck monster? Not that many.
There are very few right now. But
yes,
with this card being introduced, you don't think archetypes like heroes aren't going to take advantage of this event?
Yeah, if something specifically named it, but archetypes like heroes can't have specifically named cards because you know how hard it is for them to get to it? Like they have that say hero monsters, Elemental hero, monster. Vision hero, monster. A dark hero and a light hero. Some other dumb shit. A hero in a fucking water. Like, it doesn't really matter what it is, but nothing ever specifically names it. And if it does, it's ass. So the reason to bring it out means fucking nothing.
Listen, you're not wrong. I spent a good 3 hours last night on Neuron looking through every single...
You just wasted 3 hours. That's all I heard. I wasted 3 hours last night.
in existence for Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not a ton. There's not a ton of that could utilize.
There's probably like 4, nigga, and only 2 of them are viable. One of them is banned, so I don't know what you want.
Freer, please. I'm dying on this hill, Konami. I'm dying on it.
I'm dying out here, Konami. Send me some water.
Please, for the love of God.
I need a flame swordsman.
I mean, sticking into the fusion aspect of it, we got some Dino fusion support. On paper, this looks pretty good for really a couple decks. I feel like this could be used in rogue decks. Devon can use this, obviously. This is...
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah, Hellhorn Saurus.
Get you, Polly. It's a Dino Wind.
And it special summons. It's another monster that can special summon itself when banished. Similar to how Giant Rex can. So when you double evolution it, you can also bring it back. And
Is
then
that
add
the
a poly
fusion
from
or
the
the
graveyard.
actual monster?
No, the monster, what is it? Capitera?
Oh, wow. And he's a level 4.
Yeah, he's level 4. He's gonna be used for rank plays. The bomb was telling me it kind of gets pretty cool because the other guys are rank 6, and that's a rank 6 dinosaur that they can play now. I don't remember what it is. It's not Dolka or Lagia.
Aren't those Xyz getting support, though? Those two, like, isn't there like a third one coming?
Supposedly, so. I'm hoping so.
Allegedly.
Well, Devon is coming.
Right.
As long as it's not missed to 3, I don't care.
Yeah, that's a hell of a drug. Earlier this week, we were talking about the new Runic support card. What did you think about that? I saw a few people on Zoo trying to prove its worth. They showed a board with, 3 tokens, a couple of their Runic monsters on board. What do you think?
I think it might be a one-of in the engine, but I don't think it's going to be like a staple, even in its own engine. Look, I do like the fact that it banishes itself in another card, so that way you can bring them back, and then it's not in the extra monster zone anymore, so that you can still free yourself up to use your quick plays, the special Runic monsters from the extra deck. But at the same point in time, it still is only until the end of like the next turn, I think, if that. So it should have been a permanent, and then like yours comes back, but your opponent doesn't, type deal. But the token's not super trash. It's just super awkward. Like if I recall right, it's like a level 4. It's a vanilla. You can't really do anything with it. Like you can link off with it, I guess, but at the same point in time, like who's gonna really be able to utilize that? If you're playing it in like the sprite builds, maybe you might be able to link with it, go into like a sprint or some dumb shit. I just don't see it being a staple in like the Naturia ones. Like they're not using the 4. If they are, that means that the Camilla has to be out as the tuner, and I just don't see that being like super consistent.
I didn't see this the first time I read this last week, but it says you have to summon it in attack position too.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it banishes itself in another monster anyway, so who cares?
No, the token. The token is special.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. What's the attack?
Like
What's the attack stats?
15. It's 15.
Yeah, see, nothing.
Yeah, that actually makes it a lot worse for me because I
exactly
thought this was okay, but that attack position actually seems like a nail in the coffin if you're getting OTK'd.
And I think it's only once per turn too.
We got a few other things that are coming up too. We got a fan favorite bump. That's the volcanic bullshit cards. I'm hearing a lot of people say they're mids.
Bullshit cards. Shout out to Major Pain.
I've never played with these cards. Are you familiar with them?
Blaze Accelerator was like the really popping card in that archetype. I just don't see how these new cards fit into that, but maybe that's just because I don't 100% know what volcanics do. I'm only familiar with what Cliff has showed me, and it's not very much because they didn't do much back when he had the cards anyway.
So we're thinking it's classic Konami, 5 cards, 5 years too late.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't want to be afraid of volcanics at my locals. One interesting card I like though, Corrupted Gem Rebellion Snake Eye, or whatever the fuck it was, Snake Eye some shit. It's really cool. You get to target a face-up monster on the field, so it can be your card, your monster or your opponent's monster, and you can just place it in the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. And I think that's kind of cool. For like Austin and I were talking about like outing Shangri-La. So you can like use this, target a Shangri-La, put it in the spell trap zone. Shangri-La only blocks out things while it counts as a monster. So as soon as it goes to the back row, you can get your spaces back and shit. It's a good way to out problematic monsters that can't be destroyed or monsters that can't be banished or shit
Is
like
it
that.
non-targeting or is it target?
It does target. It does target. So it
Okay.
doesn't stop things that target, but anything that
Mhm.
can't be destroyed by battle or card effect or shit like that, this is a good way to just like, all right, well then put it in the back row.
You know what that seems like it should have been in an archetype for? That should have been like a Relinquish or like a Thousand Eyes card.
Honestly, I was gonna say Evil Eye, but yeah, I see
Evil
that
Eye?
too.
Okay.
Yeah, Evil Eye. But yeah, I guess he didn't do like Relinquish one. I love Relinquish. I miss playing that deck.
Oh, dude, my boy Ron, shout out Ron. We played against it, just like how you're playing fucking what's it
Gate
called
Guardian.
right now?
Gate Guardian!
Guardian!
The Paradox Brothers!
Pride never tell a lie. Yeah, you know how it goes.
I lie to bitches all the time. On Tinder,
yeah.
I'm 6 foot.
But in real life, I am 5'9".
She'll never know until she summons the Gate Guardian.
That's instantly a card I thought of as soon as you said that effect. Just throwing her down right down into the spell and trap zone. We have another powerhouse card people are talking about, and that is the new Dark World card. Did you get a chance to read this one yet?
Yeah, it's not that bad. A good thing that Ascension or whatever the fusion spell card for the Dark Worlds is a quick play, because having to bring this out on your turn wouldn't mean anything. But bringing it on your opponent's turn to disrupt them is kind of cool. I don't like how it requires you to play the old rainbow, not the new rainbow. That's kind of trash, because no one wants to play another brick in Dark Worlds. I mean, it's not a bad card. It's just an option, I would assume. This is a cool one too. What was it? Hypermorph? This is a quick play spell card, and you can activate one of these cards' effects. You can only activate one card per turn. And at the start of the damage step, if your monster battles an opponent's monster, so anytime you battle, you can activate one of these effects. Either change the attacking monster to defense position, whether you're attacking or your opponent's attacking. So you can defend, like chump block. Return the attack target to the hand. So if you declare an attack on an opponent's monster, you can activate the effect to return the monster that you just targeted for the attack to the hand, non-targeting. That's pretty cool. Or you can destroy both battling monsters. So maybe if you were like protected from card effects, you could like declare an attack, start of damage step, activate this, pop both of us. I'm going to stay alive, obviously, because I got protecting. Like maybe something from like an IP or like maybe an Eldritch or something like that.
You said the second effect is return both cards to hand?
No, just the attack target. So if you attack me, I'll return my monster to the hand. If I attack you, I return your monster to the hand.
Oh, so it's a quick out to like Abramax and like,
yeah, something like that, exactly. Because Abramax can't be targeted or destroyed.
Yep, that's actually a pretty good card.
Oh yeah, Monarch's apart. I didn't see what does it do?
So it can burn you too. So it's a time win. Contribute, typical Monarch shit by a tribute summon monster you control. This card is tribute summon. You can banish one random card from your opponent's hand, and if you do, burn for 1,000 damage to them. Then if this card was tribute summoned by tributing a level 8 or higher monster, you can banish one card on the field. And if it is a fire or dark monster card, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its level times 200.
It's kind of generic then. I like that. I like banishing effects. I think that potato card is going to be revolutionary.
I was looking at it because it was menacingly looking at me in our Discord, which you guys should definitely join. Take damage from your opponent. You can apply one of these effects. Supposed to summon one monster from the graveyard with attack equal to or lower than the damage you took, and then just straight up end the battle phase. Or the second effect is, which is good for, sick of losing in time, you're playing synchros, try it out. Inflict twice that much damage to your opponent.
Yeah, I thought that one was a kind of cool one. A cool little effect. Like if your opponent's trying to burn you in some cheeky way, you can just like flip it back on them. I don't know. I'm really big on maybe they should do like skill cards, like how they do for Duel Links, which is the probably only good thing I'd ever like about Duel Links is like you can like have skill cards which like apply before the game or like during the game, so that way you can like have benefits at certain costs.
Oh, you're saying for like a whole new like card type?
Well, like almost as like what you call it, like a commander almost, but like it's just a skill. Like you can start with 4,000 life points instead of 8,000 life points, but you get to start with 6 cards in hand type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like maybe you can have 1 extra card in your extra deck. You can play your skill card would let you play 16 extra deck monsters, but you can only summon 3 times per turn. They would come with like a benefit, but at a heavy restriction.
I think that's a pretty sweet idea, to be honest. Even if they tried that in just a different format and left.
Well, it's a thing in speed duels. So speed duels and like
Right.
Duel Links.
I remember like have like a Pegasus skill card where it's like you start right off the rip with Toon World.
With Toon World, yeah. I think you have to pay 2,000 life points or something like that, but you start with Toon World. Yeah, exactly.
How much that would shake up this fucking game?
I think
that'd
that'd be cool.
actually be crazy. I remember when Links came out, how the game just, I mean, they were going from Zodiac format, just summoning to, you know, the arrow. You could only summon from the extra deck to this arrow. Good luck.
I thrived in that format. Special Cyber Dragon, Contact Fuse. I used to love when niggas would make the juiciest Appaloosa with like 3 or 4 materials and then make it 3,200 and get all pompous and smug. And they passed to me and I special summon a Cyber Dragon, and then they just fucking shit a brick. But guys, we are running out of life points, so we're just gonna wrap it up saying, be sure to go down into the description box below, check out those links in our link tree, join our Twitter. Our giveaway is soon when you guys stop fucking around and start following us on Twitter. And also be ready and start finding out what team members you guys want for the 3v3 hosted by Semi-Limited Podcast, sponsored by Unplugged Gaming in Manly.
That's right. That is right.
Now y'all come back now.
This has been the Lone Wolf, joined with none other than
the boy, Player X himself. And we are the Semi-Limited Podcast. Why can't I do the guitar lick?